Hello, class. My name is Zach Howard, and what I want to talk to you today about is the Apotheosis of Washington, and I hope I pronounced that the right way. But this is a very fascinating piece to start with, and that is filled with intentions and symbolism throughout the painting. And I just want to apologize. I don't have pictures to show you. I'm just doing all this off of my phone, and so. But if you want to Google it, there's great pictures, or even the readings that we have has a great picture of it. But one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this is I've been to Washington, and but I actually didn't get a chance to see this, and I knew a little bit about it when I went to Washington. I was with some college buddies, and we literally only had several hours there, and at that we were there at night, and so we kind of squeezed as many things into it as possible. And I really would have enjoyed being able to see this. I kind of knew about it, but then reading about it in our required reading, I was very fascinated by it, and which is one of the reasons I wanted to do this. And so I realized that there was a lot more to this painting than I even realized, and it's full of intentions and symbolism, and just really a truly beautiful painting that represents America and her ideals, and has a lot of heroes throughout her history. And in some ways, I do think this painting might go a little bit overboard in its communication of George Washington, and but we can maybe get into that here in just a minute. Let me scroll up on some notes for a minute. As far as taking a field trip to this place, I think it would be incredibly beneficial, as that's kind of the premise of what we're talking about. It alone captures so many American ideals and really talking points and places of education, this painting alone. And so let me talk real quick about the author, Constantino Brumidi. I hope I said that right again. He was born in Rome, actually before Italy was even a country. And just like it said in our readings, and again, I'll reference that here at the bottom, and actually another article I read on it as well. Brumidi was born in Rome, and he was trained in Rome, and he actually even painted at the Vatican a little bit before he migrated to America, which, if you're painting in the Vatican, then you're a really good painter. And so, but he actually moved to the United States in 1852. He actually started painting at the Capitol in 1855, and until his death. And but really, his latter years of his life, he kind of painted there a little bit more sporadic. It wasn't as regimented, I guess you would say, and but it was a little bit more sporadic. And but he had lots of paintings at the Capitol alone. And just to list a few of them here for you, I'm sorry for the close-up in at my face. The Hall of the House of Representatives, the Senate Committee on Naval Affairs room, the Senate Military Affairs Committee room, the now Lyndon B. Johnson room, which was actually intended to be the Senate Library, the Office of the Senate Sergeant at Arms room, the Senate Reception room, the President's room, as well as other offices and space, and the Senate First Floor corridor, which is actually known as now as the Brumidi corridors. And so, so now really about the painting, the Apotheosis of Washington. It is in the eye of the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol, as we all know and read about. The fresco style, I think is what you would call it. He started this particular painting in 1865, and it's become his most well-known painting, though he had a big career, and like I already mentioned, he had a lot of paintings at the Capitol already. And now just to get my opinion out of the way, I know I'm talking fast. I'm trying to go fast because I'm a pastor and we just talk. But the apotheos is actually a word that means like a human has risen to a divine state, a divine nature, to the seat of a god. And so this is all symbolism. It's very exaggerated on the side of Brumidi. And hopefully it's symbolism. And so maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm always like, well, let's just be careful. But that's kind of what this painting is entailing, is that Washington is now is ascending to the seat of a god, little g. Let's make that clear. And so, but this painting has George Washington rising to the heavens in a profound way. He has two really important females at his side, liberty and victory. Of course, we know George Washington, who was a commander and the Revolution and the first president. We know this. So he has rightfully so become a national icon, and they're painting him as such. Bermuda is in this context. And so so a lot of this is symbolism. Again, he has liberty and victory at his side. And then around that is an additional 13 maidens, is what it was referenced as, who represent the 13 states, original states of America. So again, a lot of symbolism there, a lot of history just in that alone. Now, there are 6 vitally important surrounding pieces to this as well that kind of go around the outside. And again, you can check out the painting, and these are all vitally important in understanding, again, America and her inception and her ideals and what she was founded on and all these things. And so those things are war, science, marine, commerce, mechanics, and agriculture. And so let me just highlight these real quick, because I know I'm going over my time as I thought I probably would. The first one, war, and it says, with armed freedom and an eagle defeating tyranny and kingly power. Very important for America. Let me continue. Science was the second one. And it says, with Minerva teaching Benjamin Franklin, Robert Fulton, and Samuel F.B. Morse. So Minerva and several others that are going to be in this painting are Roman gods. And so it's important. There's a lot of Roman symbolism here. And so that's who that is. And then again, like progressing, like Neptune. So for marine, it says Neptune, Roman god, with holding his trident, and Venus holding the transatlantic cable, which was being laid at the time of Fresco was painting. And so continuing, commerce. Now, all this is directly off the reading, so I want to make sure I'm clear on that, because I didn't write this. This is all referenced in the reading. Commerce, with Mercury handing a bag of money to Robert Morris, who was the American Revolution financier, very important guy. The next is mechanics. The Vulcan at the anvil and forge producing a cannon and a steam engine. And then the last one, agriculture, with Sarah seated at the McCormick Reaper, accompanied by America in a red liberty cap, and Flora picking flowers. All this is very important symbolism in American history. And so looking at this painting, and just with the premise as far as doing a field trip, this is a very important painting. Represents a lot of kind of what brought America about, and then what she was founded on, and important ideals to the American way. And again, centered all around our first president and American icon, George Washington. So I hope that's it. I hope that was good. I look forward to interacting with you guys throughout the forum. Have a good day. Blessings.